listen and relax for a while. Like we'll start in a minute.
Show me how to love. I'm gonna do it, Jones. You don't even have to do too much. You can turn me on just a touch. When you're oh.
Okay, good evening everyone guys. Welcome to the VSV anesthesia session. For the next 120 minutes, we are going to take you through the most important high-yield images of anesthesia and relevant concepts related to that. And myself, Dr. Saran Reddy, I'm the anesthesia faculty and academic director and CEO of ADrPlexus. So for every image, approximately, we are going to spend 1 minute and mostly high-yield points related to that. Okay, let's start. Okay, this is the first image, and this is the first successful demonstration of ether. This is done by, this is first, give me a second. Give me a second. This is the first successful demonstration of ether. First successful demonstration of ether done by WTG Morton on 16th October of 1846. So he's called as, Morton is called as father of modern anesthesia. WTG Morton is called as father of modern anesthesia, and World Anesthesia Day is celebrated on 16th October of every year. That's all about this image. This is the first successful demonstration of ether by WTG Morton on 16th October of 1846. He's called father of modern anesthesia. Okay. Then coming to the second image, very important, and this time it's one of the potential questions here. It is modified Mallampati grading, which is one of the component used for like before intubation and done during the pre-anesthetic checkup or PAC. There are 4 grades: class 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 are of easy intubation, 3 and 4 are of difficult intubation. How you can easily identify depending upon what all structures are visible. In class 1, if you see, you can see entire pillars, fauces, and you can see entire uvula, soft palate, hard palate. In class 2, you see only, if you see pillars, but fauces, you can see only fauces, pillars are not seen, and entire uvula is not seen, only uvula except the tip. And here in 3, only base of uvula, in 4, uvula is not at all seen. So easily, how can you identify? If you see here you can see the entire uvula, here uvula without the tip, here only base of uvula, and here no uvula is seen. This is called as modified Mallampati grading. This is modified Mallampati grading. Modified Mallampati grading. It has 4 scales: 1, 2, 3, and 4. And 1 and 2 are easy intubation. 3 and 4 are of difficult intubation. And remember, very importantly, entire uvula is seen in 1, Uvula without tip is seen in 2. Only base of uvula in 3. Uvula not seen in 4. So even if you get an image-based question, this is how you have to identify this. Please make sure by seeing these images itself, you have to identify what are the structures. Predominantly, you may get questions from between 2 and 3. By just seeing the uvula, you have to identify. This is about modified Mallampati grading. The other grades like 0 and all, don't go into, I am not going into the details of this. Then coming to the third thing, this is Carmack-Lahane grading. See, modified Mallampati grading is done in a sitting position. Is done in sitting position. Here, Carmack-Lahane grading is done in a supine position when the patient is lying supine just before the laryngoscopy. Just before inserting the tube, that is intubation, once you insert a laryngoscope into the mouth and see what all structures are visible. See here. So this is Carmack-Lahane grading. Once, depending upon what all structures are visible, once you put the laryngoscope inside the mouth and see. So if you see here, in grade 1, you see entire glottis and epiglottis. In grade 2, you can see epiglottis, but only partial glottis is seen. Only posterior glottis is seen. And 3, you can see only epiglottis. 4, even epiglottis is not seen. This is called as Carmack-Lahane grading. Carmack-Lahane grading. Entire glottis is seen in 1. Partial glottis is seen in 2. Only epiglottis is seen in 3. Epiglottis also not seen. Epiglottis not seen in 4. Epiglottis also not seen in 4. Okay, here for us important 1 and 2A. See, 2 again is divided into 2A and 2B. For us, just remember 1 and 2A are of easy intubation. 3, 4, and 2B are difficult intubation. Or of difficult intubation. Okay, Carmack-Lahane grading, entire glottis is seen in 1, partial glottis in 2, only epiglottis in 3, epiglottis not at all seen in 4. 1 and 2 are easy intubation, 2B, 3, and 4 are of difficult intubations. Then, noted everyone? One second. Yeah, Carmack-Lahane grading is done in supine position. This is done in supine position. Then coming to the fourth image, this is the anesthesia, modern anesthesia workstation. This is modern anesthesia workstation. Audio not audio. Give me 1 second. I hope the audio is clear now. This is modern anesthesia workstation. So in olden days, there used to be Boyle's apparatus. Now this is the modern anesthesia workstation, where if you can see this is the monitor, and where you can see you can monitor all the patient's vitals, and this is the ventilator attached to this, and this is the vaporizers and all. So among this, what are the important things? What the components included? High pressure, intermediate, and low pressure system. For us, importantly, remember high pressure and low pressure, rest all belongs to intermediate pressure system. What are the components which come under high pressure system? High pressure system, cylinders, cylinder pressure gauge, yoke system, first pressure reducing valve. Then coming to low pressure system, three things. Rotameter, vaporizer, and common gas outlet. Rest all belongs to intermediate pressure system. Among this, still, if you want to remember, two things you can't remember, you can't forget: intermediate pressure system. Remember, very important, oxygen flush and pipelines. Many are there, but please remember at least these two. This is about modern anesthesia workstation. What are the components under high pressure system, intermediate pressure system, and low pressure system? Then coming to various cylinders, various sizes and all, like now this cylinder is oxygen cylinder. This is an oxygen cylinder. Oxygen cylinder. This has black body with white shoulder. Pin index of 2.5. Pressure approximately around 2000 psi. Stored in gaseous form. So this is the black body and this is the shoulder, white shoulder. Then coming to nitrous oxide cylinder. Nitrous oxide cylinder. This is blue cylinder. Pin index of 3.5. Pressure approximately 760 psi. And this is stored in liquid form. This is stored in liquid form. This is about nitrous oxide cylinder. All of this can be a potential image-based questions. They may ask you simply they may give simply the color of the cylinder, I mean this cylinder image, and they may ask you all of the following are true about the cylinder of the gas which is shown below. Okay. Then this is Entonox. Where you see blue body with white shoulder. This has unique pin index of 7. Stored in gaseous form. Stored in gaseous form. Only of remembering the pressure here. Just remember this point. Use it for lab analgesia. Use it for lab analgesia. So NOx is nothing but a mixture of oxygen and nitrous oxide in 50, usually 50:50 ratio. Then coming to this is the air cylinder. This is air cylinder where you see gray body with white shoulder. Gray body with white shoulder. Pin index is 1.5. This is stored in gaseous form. Pressure approximately 2000 psi. So again, low volume, air cylinder, gray body with white shoulder, pin index 1.5, stored in gaseous form, pressure approximately around 2000 psi. Is still the volume low? Give me a second. Okay. Give me just 1 second. Okay, then actually volume is not there, so this is better if I going. We'll try to adjust like how much it is possible and all. Like we'll see that. And then coming to this cylinder, what is this? Can you type in the chat box? What is this? Keep typing in the chat box. Fantastic. It is a helium cylinder which is brown in color. Helium cylinder, brown in color. That's it. No need to remember anything else about this. And if at all you can remember the pin index 24 and all, but that's fine. I'm not going to write down even a single point which is not going to be relevant for you guys. As I keep saying, it is one of the most important sessions, and like I don't want to waste even a single extra point like which is may not be relevant. And what is this cylinder? Anyone? This is carbon dioxide cylinder where it has the pin index of both 1.6 and 2.6. It is stored in gray color cylinders. Fantastic. This is carbon dioxide cylinder. Pin index depending on it has 1.6 and 2.6 both stored in gray color cylinder. This is stored in liquid form. This is stored in liquid form. This is stored in liquid form. Then coming to this, what is this? Very good. It is a cyclopropane cylinder. Cyclopropane cylinder. Pressure approximately 75 psi. Cylinders. And this cyclopropane is stored in liquid form, stored in liquid form. And very importantly, this cyclopropane can cause tachycardia and hypertension. Can cause tachycardia and hypertension. Okay. Then coming to what is this? This is called as yoke system or pin index safety system. If you see this, this is called as yoke system where the cylinder will be attached to the machine through this system. This is called as yoke system. Yoke system, which belongs to high pressure system. Yoke system helps in attaching helps in attaching cylinder to anesthesia machine. Helps in attaching cylinder to the anesthesia machine. Then continuation of this. This is called as yoke system. Yoke system does also contains pin index. Pin index here. Pin index is a pin index safety system. Pin index safety system where pin is present in the anesthesia machine. Hole is present in the cylinder wall. And what are the important pin index forms? As I say, air 1,5, oxygen 2,5, nitrous oxide 3,5, carbon dioxide both 1,6 and 2,6, cyclopropane 3,6. The only exception is N2NOx, which has pin index of 7, single number. Single number. Then coming to this pipelines belongs to intermediate pressure safety system. Pipelines belongs to intermediate pressure safety system. And the colors, the one which is in a white color is air, blue is nitrous oxide. Sorry, white is oxygen, blue is nitrous oxide, and the black is air, and the one in yellow is suction or vacuum. This is pipelines. Intermediate pressure system. Oxygen white, nitrous oxide blue, air black, yellow is for suction or vacuum. Suction or vacuum. Then coming to another important thing of the intermediate pressure system, that is O2 plus, that is oxygen flush. You have to identify by just seeing this O2 plus. By just seeing this O2 symbol, you have O2 plus symbol, you have to identify this is an oxygen flush, where this belongs to oxygen flush belongs to intermediate pressure system, which is used in hypoxic emergencies to deliver anesthesia, to deliver oxygen directly to the patient, so that by bypassing all the vaporizers, so that the patient can be brought out of the hypoxia. But what are the disadvantages? It may cause barotrauma, it may cause volutrauma. Okay, so this is oxygen flush valve. Belongs to intermediate pressure system. Delivers 100% oxygen to patient. Bypassing vaporizers. The advantages of this is basically used in hypoxic emergencies. The disadvantages: it may cause barotrauma, volutrauma, and dilution of inhalational agent. Dilution of inhalational agent or dilution of anesthetic agent, whatever that might be. This is about oxygen flush valve. We have to identify by basing this O2 plus, that is oxygen flush valve. Then coming to these vaporizers, these are all vaporizers. They belong to low pressure system. There's a color coded. Here the most important component is vapor pressure. Here the color coding is red halogen, purple isoflurane, yellow sevoflurane, blue desflurane. And in vaporizers, the most important component is vapor pressure. Most important component is vapor pressure. Then this is a special vaporizer. This is a desflurane vaporizer. This is a Tech 6 vaporizer. Desflurane stored in blue colored vaporizers. It's a Tech 6 vaporizer. It is unconventional. It is not a variable bypass. Vaporizer. And here for desflurane, the boiling point is low, approximately 22.4 degrees centigrade, and vapor pressure is high. Vapor pressure is high. Fine. This is about a desflurane. So rest all these are all Tech 7 vaporizers. Rest all vaporizers are Tech 7 vaporizers. But here this is a Tech 6 vaporizer. And what we're expecting a potential image-based question for this year is, again, like many things, probably. What are this? Again, the color coding remains the same. Isoflurane purple and blue is blue contains sevoflurane, sorry, blue contains desflurane and yellow contains sevoflurane. But I want you to remember one important thing. These are called as Aladdin cassettes. Aladdin cassettes. These are called as Aladdin cassettes. Again, the color coding remains the same. Purple isoflurane, yellow sevoflurane, blue desflurane. These are called as Aladdin cassettes. Put an image-based question. Then coming to this is called as Schimmelbusch mask. In olden days, it was used. Schimmelbusch mask. Used for open drop anesthesia, ether and chloroform. For ether and chloroform, it is obsolete now, not in use. The whole image-based question comes, you have to answer. This is a Schimmelbusch mask. This is obsolete now. Okay, I'm sorry. Purple, this is ISO. Okay, then coming to mapping systems, Nothing much, as I keep saying, like 5 to 6 points you remember about Mapleson, that is fine. Mapleson systems come in six: Mapleson A, B, C, D, E, F. A, B, C, D used in adults, E, F are used in children. Among this, A and D are commonly used, and F is used in children. Among this, again, Mapleson D, this is also called as Baines circuit. This is Mapleson circuit. This is Mapleson D circuit. This is its coaxial Baines circuit, which is coaxial circuit. Coaxial circuit. This is called as coaxial circuit, and is the best circuit used for controlled ventilation in adults. And because though it is the best circuit used for controlled ventilation in adults, it can simultaneously be used for spontaneous ventilation also. Because it can be used for both spontaneous and controlled, it is the circuit of choice for controlled. It is a circuit of choice for, though it is a circuit of choice for controlled ventilation, and it can also be used for spontaneous. This is also called as a universal circuit. Is called as universal circuit. Universal circuit, and this is the circuit of choice for controlled ventilation in adults. Circuit of choice for controlled ventilation in adults. Mapleson D circuit, Baines circuit, coaxial circuit. It is also called as universal circuit because it can be also be used for spontaneous, but it is the best circuit for controlled ventilation in adults. Then coming to this Mapleson F circuit, or also called as Jackson-Rees circuit, where it is the best circuit used for children and for both spontaneous ventilation and also for the controlled ventilation. And here this doesn't have valve. This is a Mapleson circuit which doesn't have valve because it should not take too much of pressure on the kids. So the valves won't be there in both Mapleson E and Mapleson F. So write out, it is Mapleson F circuit. Also called as Jackson-Rees circuit. Best circuit for both spontaneous and controlled ventilation in children. And can be used in children who are less than 6 years and less than 20 kgs weight. Less than 20 kgs weight. This is Mapleson F circuit or Jackson-Rees circuit. If you get a question, which is the best circuit for spontaneous ventilation in children, it remains the same, Mapleson F. If they ask for controlled ventilation, again, it remains the same. Then, this is another important, this is a soda lime. This is soda lime, which is a CO2 absorber. Used in closed circuits. What are its major components? Soda lime contains major components of 94% sodium hydroxide, sorry, calcium hydroxide, 5% sodium hydroxide, and 1% KOH. Remember, the dye which helps in converting this pinkish to white is the dye is the indicator is titan yellow. The indicator is titan yellow. And what is the absorption capacity? (14 to 23 liters of carbon dioxide per 100 grams of soda lime. Per 100 grams of soda lime. Okay. So quickly, we'll learn in the class itself. Like after this session, hardly you have to spend 15 minutes on this, and you will be pretty sure. Quickly, we'll go through all the points like in next 1.5 minutes. So this is the image first successful demonstration of ether by W.T.G. Motor on 16th October of 1846, and he is called as the father of modern anesthesia, and World Anesthesia Day is celebrated on 16th October. Then coming to this modified Mallampati grading is done in sitting position, and 1 and 2 are easy intubation, 3 and 4 are difficult intubation. You can easily identify by seeing the image. You get image based question. Entire uvula is seen in 1, uvula without tip is seen in 2, only base of uvula is seen in 3, and uvula is not seen in 4. Karma line grading, supine position, entire glottis is seen in 1, partial glottis in 2, only epiglottis in 3, epiglottis not at all seen in 4. 1 and 2A are of easy intubation, 2B, 3 and 4 are difficult intubation. Then, this modern anesthesia workstation classified into high pressure, intermediate and low pressure system. High pressure system contains cylinder, cylinder pressure gauge, yoke system, first pressure reducing valve. Low pressure system, rotameter, vaporizer, common gas outlet. Intermediate pressure system, oxygen flush and pipelines, and rest of things like oxygen safety systems, and all these things come out. Cylinders, oxygen cylinder is stored in a black body with white shoulder, pin index 25, pressure approximately 2000 psi, stored in gaseous form. Nitrous oxide cylinder stored in blue color one, spin index is 35, pressure 760 psi, and stored in liquid form. And Entonox cylinder, blue body with white shoulder, pin index 7, stored in gaseous form, used for lab analgesia. Entonox is a mixture of oxygen plus nitrous oxide 50-50 ratio. And the 8 cylinder, which has a gray body with white shoulder, pin index is 1.5, stored in a gaseous form, pressure is approximately 2000 psi. Then helium cylinder, brown in color, the pin index is 2.4, nothing much important. Then this is carbon dioxide cylinder, gray in color, pin index both 1.6 and 2.6, depending upon the percentages proportions, and stored in liquid form. Then cyclopropane cylinder, pressure around 75 psi, orange color cylinders, liquid form, and it causes tachycardia and hypertension. And this is the yoke system. It's a yoke system belongs to high pressure system. Here, the yoke system is nothing but which helps in attaching cylinder to the anesthesia machine properly. And to fix it, normally there is something called pin index safety system, where pin is present in the anesthesia machine, hole is present in the cylinder valve. The important points you have to remember about the pin index: air 1.5, oxygen 2.5, nitrous oxide 3.5, carbon dioxide is 1.6 and 2.6, and cyclopropane 3.6, and entonox is 7. Then pipelines, they belong to intermediate pressure system. Oxygen is white in color, nitrous oxide blue, air is black, and yellow is suction or vacuum. Oxygen flush, you identify by seeing this symbol oxygen flush valve, O2 plus, intermediate pressure system, and it delivers 100% oxygen by bypassing the vaporizers and used in hypoxic emergencies. Disadvantages are barotrauma, volume and dilution of inhalation. Then this vaporizers, low pressure system, along with rotameters and common gas outlet, the most important component is vapor pressure. These are all mainly Tech7 vaporizers: red halothane, purple isoflurane, yellow sevoflurane, blue desflurane. But desflurane is a different, where it is stored in blue color vaporizers, and it's a Tech6 vaporizer. It is not a variable bypass vaporizers. Its boiling point is 22.4 degrees. Vapor pressure is high, and these are Aladdin cassettes. Similar color coding, but this looks like Aladdin cassettes. And this shimmer brush mask used for open drop anesthesia, ether and chloroform were used in olden days. Now it is obsolete. Then coming to Mapleson systems, it is the Mapleson D, which is universal circuit of choice for both controlled and spontaneous ventilation. Circuit of choice for controlled ventilation levels. Then Mapleson F circuit or Johnson circuit or JAS circuit, best circuit for both spontaneous and controlled ventilation in children, can be used in children less than 6 years and 20 kg weight. Then coming to the soda lime used as CO2 absorber, is a CO2 absorber used in closed circuit, and soda lime contains 94% of calcium hydroxide, 5% sodium hydroxide, and 1% KOH. And its indicator is titanium low, and its absorption capacity is 40 to 20 liters of carbon dioxide per 100 grams of soda lime. So before we go to the next one, I'll give you 1 minute to quickly consolidate before we go to the airway equipment. The time starts now. 15 seconds more. Okay, then coming to the next one. This is again image-based question. This is AMBU. Full form is artificial manual breathing unit. It has Rubens valve. It contains a valve here, Rubens valve, which prevents rebreathing. Rubens valve prevents rebreathing. Rubens valve prevents rebreathing. It is also called as leader's valve, also known as leader's valve. When I say leader's valve, it is another name of AMBU bag, and it can deliver up to 100% FIO. Can deliver up to 100% FIO with the presence of oxygen and rebreathing mask. In the presence of oxygen and rebreathing mask. Then these are reservoir bags. Used to deliver positive pressure ventilation. Used to deliver positive pressure ventilation. 250 ml, 500 ml, 1 liter, and 2 liters. 250 ml in neonates, 500 ml in infants, 1 liter in adolescents, and 2 liters in adults. Okay, then these are airways, oral airways. The ones which you are seeing here is called as Goodell's airways. Helps to protect the airway. And it prevents tongue fall. How do you measure the correct size of the airway? Distance from tragus to angle of the mouth. Uses the correct size measurement. Correct size measurement. Tragus to the angle of the mouth. Then these are also various types of airways used in olden days. These are called metallic airways. Metallic oral airways. And in this, like Suffer, Brooks and all. Suffer, Brooks, etc. Use it for resuscitation. Olden days. Use it for resuscitation in olden days. Use it for resuscitation in olden days. Then coming to this is a nasopharyngeal airway. This is a nasopharyngeal airway. This also used to protect the airway, but is inserted through the nose, and correct size measurement is tragus to tip of nose. And here it is contraindicated in those who have nasal trauma and coagulopathies. Contraindicated in the presence of nasal trauma and coagulopathies. Nasal trauma and coagulopathies, and even basal skull fracture. Those who have basal skull fracture, those with CSF rhinorrhea, this is all contraindicated. Then coming to this is a face mask. This is a face mask. Used to deliver oxygen and other inhalational gases. What are the advantages? Easy to use, but disadvantages? Too loose, there will be leakage. Too tight, injuries will be there. And chances of aspiration. Aspiration chances. That is why it is contraindicated in those with full stomach, pregnancy, intestinal obstruction, hiatus hernia, congenital diaphragmatic hernia, tracheoesophageal fistula, meconium aspiration syndrome. Meconium aspiration syndrome. This is about face mask. Then coming to very important LMA or laryngeal mask airway. Laryngeal mask airway or LMA. This is LMA classic. This is the first generation LMA. This is the first generation LMA. This is the first generation LMA. And another important thing, if you want to remember the sizes in LMA Classic, the important points I want you to remember is what are the various sizes, and there are 8 sizes in this 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 4, 5, 6. What is the weight? Based on weight, you have to use. So 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is used in weight in kilograms. Less than 5, 6 to 10, 11 to 20, 21 to 30, 31 to 50, 51 to 70, 71 to 100, more than 100. And how much you have to inflate for this cuff? Volume of air, ml to be inflated. ml. 4, 7, 10, 14, 20, 30, 40, 50. So remember, first two 5 kgs each, then 10 kgs each, then 20 kgs each, then remember roughly 30 kgs each. So if at all a question comes, 36 kilos old boy, then the answer will be 36 kilos boy posted for surgery, then answer will be 3. This is about classic LMA. And this is LMA Procil. This is the second generation LMA. If you see this second generation LMA, it has one port for air and another port is for suction. Second port is for suction. Second port is for suction. Second port is for suction. And this tip is placed just above esophagus. That even if secretions come out like through this catheter, suction catheter, it can be sucked out. And this is an image-based question where it is called the iGel. It has a fibroelastomer gel. This is the elastomer gel, which automatically gets adjusted. This is an elastomer gel. Automatically gets aligned. One image-based question, iGel. iGel. And this is the endotracheal tube. This is a PVC tube. The cuff used is it has high volume and low pressure. And it has Murphy size. Murphy size is present. Murphy size is present. Murphy size is present. Okay, this is about the basic endotracheal tube, PVC tube. Then coming to this Murphy size, this is important. Murphy size. This is what even if I get image-based question. This Murphy size. Absent in red rubber tubes, present in PVC tubes. Murphy size helps in ventilation despite closure of distal opening. So unfortunately, even if this gets blocked, still the patient can be ventilated through this way. That is the advantage of Murphy size. This can be your credential image-based question, Murphy size. Murphy size. Okay, how to measure endotracheal tube size? Yeah, I'll write it here. See, remember, like usually below 6 years, you measure by like between 3 to 6 years. Age from 3 to 6 years, you can measure by age in years divided by 3 plus 3.5. Then 6 to 12 years, 4.5. This is an internal diameter, ID. Internal diameter. Okay. Then the difference between red rubber and PVC tubes, again important. Two major important differences. It has high pressure, low volume cup. And this has low pressure, high volume. Murphy size absent, present. Reusable and this is disposable. Reusable and disposable. Okay. Then coming to other endotracheal tube, this is called as armored tube or also called as flexometallic tube. Armored endotracheal tube or flexometallic tube. Armored endotracheal tube or flexometallic tube. Here it used in head and neck surgeries, surgeries done in prone position. What is the advantage? It doesn't kink. Provides free flow of air. Provides free flow of air. Then this is another very, very important and potential